All right, and we're visiting today with a future Coyote, a future Roadrunner probably, and the nephew of Behind the Mask who we're shooting today, Kyle Capobianco, right?
Yep.
I got it down, Kyle. I've been working on that for a while, but welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Kyle, tell me a little bit about, well, first of all, since it's draft time coming up, let's talk about your draft. You're back in 2015 and you got drafted by the Coyotes in the 3rd round. Tell me what that day was like for you.
It was pretty special. I had my friends and family down. My parents were there. They got to sit beside me and my brother, and it was pretty special when I got to hear my name called.
So when you get drafted by the Coyotes and you already have a tie to Arizona with your uncle being, of course, Randy X will be here Behind the Mask, did that mean anything more to you, or was it pretty much same old, same old?
It was pretty special that it was close to Randy being down here. I got to visit him before, and growing up I'd come down and shoot at his goalie school, and it was kind of a nice tie-in that he's down here and I got drafted by Arizona.
What did you think about the Coyotes organization at that time, the opportunity to come down here, play in the desert, and play with a lot of young talent, right?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think they're going the right direction, and the weather here is beautiful. You can golf every day if you want, and it's just, you can't beat this weather.
So we talk about you growing up in Mississauga, is that correct? Mississauga, Ontario?
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about your playing days up there and the youth days, and what got you going into hockey, and what's propelled you to this point?
I'd have to say just my brothers got me into hockey. They both played hockey, and we'd always play mini sticks in the basement or road hockey out on the street, and I think I just took it from there. I loved the game ever since.
So you started playing hockey. Was it defense right from the get-go, or did you play other positions and try other spots as well?
Yeah, I think it was pretty much defense all the way. I was a pretty good backward skater, so I think they just put me on defense, and I tried being as offensive as I could, even at a young age.
That's always something that they look at as skating ability. I think for defense and goaltenders, like if you can't skate too well, you put the pads on first. If you can skate well, you play defense, right?
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about your particular style. When I look at your stats over the past 3 years, for sure, you're look like a setup style defenseman where you like to pass the puck and set people up.
Yeah, I was fortunate to have some good goal scorers on my team in junior, and it was easy for me just to get them the puck, and they were great shooters, so I just try to distribute the puck and put guys in good scoring areas.
So you played for the Sudbury Wolves, correct, for the past 3 seasons?
Correct.
In the OHL, so you had a chance to play with some really solid talent there, not only on your team but against who you played with. So give us some of the rundown of what it was like to play in the OHL and what the competition level is like there.
Well, it's a great junior league. This year, seen in the Mem Cup finals that both teams were from the OHL, so the OHL has been really good the last couple of years, and I've been fortunate enough to play against some really good talent.
So when you get into the Coyotes organization now and you've had a chance to go through a year of the training camp type stuff, what do you see from the young Coyotes that are similar to your age they're making their impact already?
Everyone's hungry, yeah. Like you said, they're making impact, they're making big strides, and everyone's playing with confidence, and I think that's what you need.
End of the season, you got a taste to go into the AHL and play for a few games with the Tucson Roadrunners. What was that experience like for you?
It was really good. It was nice. We were on a 10-game road trip, so it was kind of fun to get to know the guys more, and we were tight bonding in the hotel rooms and stuff, and it was just a fun experience.
So being in the organization, were you able to follow the Roadrunners and the Coyotes a little bit more than you would have at, say, not being drafted by them?
Yeah, I always kept a little tab growing up on Coyotes with my uncle being down here, but I think I kept a little bit closer to the Tucson and even the Coyotes this year.
So did you think there was going to be, when you were here a couple of years ago, do you think there was going to be a team in Tucson that you could potentially be playing on at some point?
No, that seems like it just all kind of fell into place. It'll be a nice treat if I can play there or even with the big club, and I'm just really looking forward to it.
So let's talk about this summer and going into what you're doing to prepare for this training camp. And obviously your eye is set on making that the Coyotes roster, but what are you doing specifically this year to give yourself the best shot?
Just to show my game, to play with confidence, show that all the work I'm putting in over the summer is going to pay off, and have a good showing at camp.
When I look at you right now, I can see you're starting to fill out even more. You're a big boy. You're already 6 feet, over 190 pounds probably at this point. So what's your ideal playing weight when you get in there? What do you want to be at?
I want to be close to 200. I think you're playing against men now in the AHL or even in the NHL, and those guys are strong and they got man strength, so you need that extra little weight to carry you through the season.
What's the person, or I should say, who's the person that you kind of try to emulate your game after you, or do you have your own style?
I like watching a few guys, Ekman Larson on the Coyotes, Cam Fowler on the Ducks, just good skaters that kind of distribute the puck and jump in the rush.
So tell me a little bit more about draft day. If you're a kid sitting around right now and we're just a couple of weeks away from the draft, what's going through your head?
Definitely a little nervous.
Right.
You're going through all the scenarios, but I think the best thing is just to relax. I was able to, the draft was in Florida, so I was able to go down and it was just beautiful weather, so it kind of calmed me a bit, and I was with friends and family, so you just try to enjoy the experience.
Do you have expectations going in? Are there people telling you that, hey, we think you're a third rounder, first rounder, fifth rounder, or is it kind of just, I kind of think I'm in the middle somewhere? Or
yeah, obviously there's some guys that you look at your draft rating, and I think you just try to block that out and just try to enjoy the experience. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it's great to experience it with your friends and family.
So being down here in the desert Southwest, obviously we got a new team coming in now with the Vegas Golden Knights. So what's your expectations in Vegas, and what would it be like to be able to play a game over there in T-Mobile for the Coyotes?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I've only been to Vegas once, and it was when I was really little for a hockey tournament, so I haven't seen it in a while. And but I'm really looking forward to even seeing the expansion draft. I wasn't able to see the first one.
Right. So when the expansion draft comes, obviously teams leave players unprotected, and you're kind of exempt from that part of it, so you don't have to worry about that. But what would that be like to be a part of a team and then all of a sudden be unprotected and potentially go somewhere else?
Oh, that'd definitely be a little nerve-wracking for those players, but I think it's a great opportunity to play anywhere, and especially in the NHL.
Let's talk specifically about your time with I know it's a short time with the Roadrunners, but what did you have a chance to learn from that aspect of hockey, that minor league professional hockey?
Just like you said, the pro style of hockey, how those guys come in every day, that's their job.
Right.
Coming from junior, you got guys that still go to high school during the day and battle that stuff. So I think just how much of a pro like those guys are.
Do you have a chance to talk with any of the guys? I'm sure you did with AHL guys like Kyle Wood and things like that had pretty impressive years down there in Tucson.
Yeah. Woody was a great example. He played really well. He's an all-star, and he's looking forward to making the jump next year.
And of course, you got Jared Tenorti down there, who's a pretty solid player as well, and a big physical defenseman. Did you have a chance to visit with Jared at all?
Yeah, he's almost like the perfect guy.
Right.
He's in great shape. He's an awesome guy, and he's just nothing but great respect for that guy.
So we talk about Tucson. I'd be remiss if I didn't at least get to a little bit of your feelings on what happened there with Craig Cunningham, who's now in pro scouting for you guys, and what a situation that was. I was there for the event and kind of documented all the way along. But what were your feelings when you heard about Craig, and more importantly, what's it like to see Craig now?
It was really disheartening to hear it. I knew Craig from a couple camps that I was at, and he was just an awesome guy. He talked to everybody and was just a really nice guy. And seeing him now, he's the same guy. He's got the same personality. He's still upbeat. It's a real inspiration.
And how nice was it for him to be able to not only come back, but to put the skate around the rink for a little bit, and now to be able to pick right up and jump into scouting?
Oh, it's great for him, and I think it's great for the team as well.
So Kyle, right now we're looking at just a month or so away until we get the training camp. So specifically, tell us what you're doing training-wise right now today.
I'm in a little bit of the foundational phase, so we're just starting up. We're going to rev it up when it comes July and August time, and get a little bit more strenuous workouts.
So you're working with a team of people, or are you working kind of on individual drills right now, or what's the summer like?
Yeah, a little bit of team, a little bit of competitive. A couple guys work out together, and I think it's a good group of guys that we push each other.
So how long will you be in Arizona, and when will you be back in Arizona?
I'm going to be in Arizona for a couple weeks, and then I'll be back for development camp.
Very nice. Kyle, I appreciate your time as always, and good luck this season. Good luck. Let's hope you're making it up there with the big squad.
Thank you very much.